Listen, I liked it. I think they went in, they got a big man like they wanted to. They got somebody that could be a force in the paint, can change people's mind. He has a high upside. They got a guard in Carrington, and then they got him a power forward who can shoot off the edge. And I think as they move forward, they're going to have to keep getting a lot of talent and also stockpiling picks. They did that also. They moved Denny Avdia, and they got some picks for him and another pick that comes in 2029. So they are trying to set this thing up for the long haul because it's not about getting 100 picks this year. It's about having consistent picks yearly to be able to build your team. This draft was considered not super strong, but they did get some good players. And there will be drafts that are going to be very strong. And if you have extra picks in those, you can only better your team quickly. So I'm looking forward to that.
Amen, brother. I mean, it's until the ball is rolled out on the court, right now it's all on paper. But I just think we're both on agreement. The structure we agree with. We like the people that are in charge. And now it's just up to the players and how hungry they are.
Players and fans also to find out, are you getting the people that you want to see? Did they do things that help you out? I know a lot of people like Denny Avdia. Some people may not like that move. Yeah. There are others that may love it.
He earned it.
800-636-1067. Give us a call if you get a chance. And let us know what you think about this NBA draft, especially from a Washington Wizards standpoint. But you know, Doc, the key Ricochet, we all felt he was going to be that's the name. How you say the name? Am I saying that right, Landfill?
Ricochet?
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
So that is the person that I think everyone expected to go first. He did. But I think the ultimate thing right now in the NBA, and we have to watch this. I was listening to a thing with Gilbert Arenas, and Gilbert went a little hard.
He went Gilbert.
NBA.
He went Gilbert.
Gilbert's different. Oh, bro, he's real different. But if you're looking at it, it's not just about being a shot blocker as a big man anymore. You have to be able to play the whole game. And most of these international guys are coming here with that whole skill set. A lot of guys in the U.S., if you're a big guy, all you do is stand around the paint. They don't shoot threes. And if your offense is hurting, you're not that big of somebody like a prize to anybody else. But some of these big dudes coming from overseas, they do everything. And I think we're going to have to catch up on that point, or we're going to start looking at the NBA, and it's going to be a lot of dudes not playing that you are accustomed to seeing.
It's like Klingon from UConn. You know, I loved him because he reminded me of Mutombo. And you can have a great value. The Frenchman's making $42 million now, I think, in the NBA, and Gobert, and he's a defensive stopper.
Uh-huh.
But this man attacked people defensively. He was an asset. Both the big guys in the NC2A went in the first round. But they weren't like top one or two guys back in the old Stone Ages. The 7-footers would have been that. The game is just expanded now. The 3-point play is no joke. The Celtics proved it. You want to take? We'll give you twos. We taking threes, and you're not going to beat us. So it's where it is.
All right, let's go to line one. Check out my man Bones. Bones, what's going on? How did you like the draft last night?
Hey, BMitch, shout out to my man Doc Walker and Jeff and Landfill. Hey, BMitch, I love the draft, man. I appreciated the players that we selected, man, especially the young man Saad, man, you know, because I see a lot of upside in all three of these picks, man. You know, I'm just praying, man, that the coach we got, O'Keefe, can coach these guys up, man, you know. But after we coach them up and develop them, I hope we don't draft them and send them to another team like we did Denny Osby, man. I was a little upset about that, man, because Osby, man, came around, man, and he's going to be a force, man, you know. But anyway, man, as far as the selection is concerned, I really enjoy it because we got some athletes now. We got some guys, man, you know, that can, you know, be real versatile. I see some versatility in all three of these players right here, man. I love you guys, man. Thanks for taking my call, man. Peace.
Bones,
All right, Bones, appreciate your call, man. And you know the thing about it, so one person excited and also didn't like seeing Denny go, but I don't think you want to go down that rabbit hole again, where you paying guys a certain amount and yes, he got better, but he wasn't gonna be the money that they were gonna have to pay him if he hangs around and stay here. And I think to have a group that can make that move prior to being in that position or forced to do something, that's a good thing.
Amen.
So, I mean, I listen, bro. We can only sit here and take what you have, and you can't skip the draft. You know, like, oh, this year they don't have a strong draft. What you gonna say? Okay, so I pass the next year. You still got to get somebody. They don't allow you to pass it. So if they are not the upper echelon, get the best of it. Pick people that you really think can play. Like David Aldridge said on this show the other day.
That was good.
You got to get people. So get the best of the best. And Chris Miller, Chris Miles, two guys that cover this thing on a daily basis, they'll be able to tell us how good they are or how bad or how much work is going to be needed. But the ultimate thing is you had to go and get somebody else. And I will really, really doubt that any one of us, I love sports. I watch a lot of it. You love it. You like to watch a lot of it. But I don't think we watching more than the people that just pick these guys.
No.
So they probably went into this thing. And for them to be moving people and bringing people in and making moves later in the draft to get other people, it tells you that they have really watched some guys that fits the bill of what they want to see. And for me, if a group shows me they have a plan and they picking the people that fit what they want, I can get behind that. Because I can't get behind someone who tells me what their plan are, but everybody they pick is opposite of their plan. Or somebody who can't show me a plan. And I've experienced that enough over the last few years. So at least now I'm looking at a group that say, we have a plan to do this, and they seem to be picking like-minded people. And what would Big John always say? I didn't care. He didn't care if all these guys were against him, but if they were all together, he knew he'd have success. So if you got like-minded people, then you can have success. And I'm just looking forward to that. I don't see how that's not something that we shouldn't be excited about.
The one thing I think we've been scarred enough in this area, the Haynesworth misdiagnosis is the one that stings the most to me.
That was a dumb-anosis. That wasn't diagnosis.
Yeah, because you can't pick someone that's been questionable most of his life and then claim you didn't know. It's like, wait a minute, Slim. I can give you this guy's 8th grade scouting report, and it had jackass on it. So how did you not pick that up? It's just that kind of thing. They pick character people. The people you pick, you better be able to vouch for them that this money is not going to distract them. The beauty now about all these kids making money, not being broke, they weren't on pizza and pop like we were. Mm-hmm. These kids now come in there like, they've transitioned already.
Filet mignon, lobster.
Yeah, they're lobster, filet mignon. So they should just be able to transition a lot smoother. Just want them to get better. Keep working. Don't drive 100 miles an hour in a 30-mile-per-hour zone.
Yeah,
I ain't got time for that foolishness. If you're too ignorant not to realize you can afford a driver right now, then I picked the wrong guy. That's the one thing. Andy Reid's going through, your boy Andy right now. But he got rid of a couple people. It's happening to them, but they're number one in the world. We still got to fight human behavior. We got to be able to fight that, and we don't know till you know.
All right, let's go to Akakeek. Check out my man Vic. What's up, Vic?
Victor.
Doc.
K9.
Yeah, what's up, man?
You got
What's up, brother?
I'm all right. I like the dichotomy, though, because Mitch called me Vic and Doc called me Victor. Doc old enough to be my dad, so you know it's all good. All right, so I'm like you, Doc. I don't give a doggone who we pick. Look, in this era, at every level, the guys that want to stop people from scoring, the guys that want to
understand the science and the skill level of being in between offensive progression and deterring offensive efficiency. The guys that want to put their bodies in the way to send a message legally that your body is not going to have its way is what I care about. So who we drafted, I saw that the young man is athletic and he's skilled. The NBA is full of skill. It's going to continue to be full of skill of offensive efficiency for the years to come. But we saw in the playoffs this year, at every level and every round, the teams that were willing to defend, just willing to defend, they were successful. So that's what I care about. Can O'Keefe get these two young men to believe and to gel with the mindset of my game has to be equipped with a defensive humility and my ability to score? And I'll close with this. So we traded the young man to the Blazers. This is why I said I didn't like that the former quarterback from Clemson got $55 million a year. They said, this is what they were thinking. We're not going to want to pay him $55 million a year, i.e., because we don't believe he's a $55 million a year player. But he's a good player, so we can get something for him, like the Nationals are going to try to do with some of their guys after this season and up to the trade deadline. So let's trade him now because we're looking for the bigger picture. So I like that trade because if O'Keefe can get these guys to buy into the defense and offense, which is what the game is predicated upon, we may have something here, but it remains to be seen.
All right, man. All right, Vic, take care of yourself, man. Vic. Let's go from Accokeek to Woodbridge and check out Big Man. What's up, Big Man?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, brother.
Oh, yeah, I just say I love the draft.
What you loved about it?
I just love that the players they got, they're young, and the thing is, I think they will be hungry. I think they'll be hungry. And the thing is, I think for them, I think it should be let them play. Let them play and grow.
All right, thanks for your call.
Appreciate it.
I'm with you on that because one thing, and I think if anybody been listening to me since I started doing radio back in 1990-something, I don't buy that sitting on the sideline learning crap. You know, I learn when I'm in the action. If I'm sitting on the sideline and watching you play basketball or sitting on the sideline watching you play football, what I learned that they're fast as hell on that football field. And I still got to get adjusted to it when I get out there. So it's best to put me out there and let me figure it out. And I promise you, if you put a person out on the basketball court or on the field on a Sunday, by Wednesday, he's figured out what that game plan is. But if he's standing on the sideline Sunday, all the way to the next Sunday, and then to the next Sunday, he still don't know what the speed of that damn game is. I don't care what sport it is. So I hear people all the time, let him sit down and learn and watch. He's not going to learn a damn thing. He's going to learn when he's in that action, when he's being stressed out and things of that nature. That's how you learn. So Big Man just stated, let him play. Because let's be real. If your mindset is we're going to be bad for a little bit before we become good, let them work the kinks out. Why keep you in young freshman, first year guy mode? So when I play you in 3 years, you're still going to be having the same dumb mistakes you would have did 2-3 years ago. I want to get that out of you. And then you go out there and you play full speed.
Yeah, doesn't make a lot of sense. You got to go through it. Yeah. I've never understood it. It's just like the kids don't get to tackle until the season starts. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
That was going on around here. Hopefully that'll change. How do you prepare a football team without actually playing football?
Yeah.
It's a mind blower for me.
The one thing I picked up when I left here, and I think this works in all sports, I went to Philly.
Mm-hmm.
And Andy was talking about how we go to training camp. We do 3 days of two-a-days. And then you don't go full gear 2 days ever again. I didn't understand that concept.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Gibbs, we went full gear all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But once I got up there to Andy, I understood why he wouldn't go full gear.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was a track meet every day in practice.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked the dude, can we put some pads back on? Because the way he had us moving, but what I noticed, we were in much better shape.
Mm-hmm.
And we did go through the tackling period.
Mm-hmm.
And once a week, we got that goal line stance.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then after goal line stance, you took off your shoulder pads, put on your shells.
That's right.
But he still had you in tip-top shape.
Mm-hmm.
And he made sure at least once a week you're going to lock it up.
Yeah.
And figure out what's
Joe
going
did
on.
that too. And you know, going into a practice, can you imagine going into a Joe Gibbs practice without a mouthpiece?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
You
I
might
don't
bite
even
your
know if
damn
these
tongue,
dudes
I can tell you
had
that.
mouthpieces. It's crazy.
You bite your tongue.
Yeah. I mean, but you know what? It's different time. I've learned the older you get, man, it's not going to be the same. People do progress. I go, what are the champs doing?
Yeah, it progressed, but still, as I state all the time, and we'll get one last call before we go, you are still playing a violent sport, and you got to prepare for that sport. Not for what the rules stipulate. You got to prepare for the violent sport.
Mm-hmm.
Because just like everybody don't follow the speed limit, everybody don't stop at a stop sign, everybody don't follow those damn rules on the football field. So you have to prepare yourself for the worst, and then you can get through it. You say Alex, right? Let's go to Alex.
Hey, what's going on, BMitch?
How you doing, brother?
Hey, I wanted to comment on that Gilbert Arenas you were talking about, and I think he's right. I think the American players are too spoiled. They're getting too much money, and then I don't think they're hungry enough. I think the European players are taking over because they playing with grown men at an early age, and they need that money, and I think it's affecting the game. That's all.
All right, man. Appreciate your call, brother. But let's think about this. Ever since I was a kid, one thing you can see, when you saw people playing football, it was people of the like age. When you saw people playing basketball, it could be a young dude out there handling his business. It's that sport that your age really don't make a difference. It's your skill set. And if we don't get our guys back to performing like that, it's going to be a problem when you got the National Basketball Association and all of a sudden there's people from all over the damn world doing more of the stuff there. So get us back to competing. And parents out there, because your son not playing on one team, don't run to another damn league. Make him get better on that team and take some time from somebody else. Competition is going to breed excellence. And we wouldn't have to worry about all this stuff. I woke up this morning to the French set a record. Who gives a damn? How about we set some more records? How about they say, oh, Lord, they didn't have an international player pick? I say it, but I doubt it because we now are too easy on our kids. We always blame everybody else. No, your kid's not playing probably because he can't play better than the people in front of him. He's not playing because you don't allow him to have competition. Let's get back to it and see what can happen in that situation. And things will get a lot better. I guarantee.